sunshine. Sip from my rainbow, deliciously mango. I think it's a syndrome, got me so wind-blown. Show me the door, how far can you fall? Freedom in galaxies, packed out by fantasy.
I'm Sandra Sandy Schneller, and this is Romancing Me Pesca-Mediterranean style.
Enveloped with blessings, blessings for me. This is reality, I live in my dreams.
Hey, this is Sandra Sandy Schneller back with you. Oh, baby, what are you eating tonight? Oh, you know what we're going to do tonight, baby? We're going to check it out with our party shrimp. We're going to do it up with some citrus dill shrimp tacos. Oh, you ain't had a party until you had these shrimp tacos. You can just make them up really quick. And I tell you, this is really quick. But you're going to come out with a doozy that you and some friends and add a little libation. Oh, and you got it going on. A great taco has to be paired with a nice cold cola for me. Oh, cheers to you, baby. Let's get cooking. Now we're gonna start out here with 2 servings of my spice butter seasoning, and this is the citrus dill seasoning. I've added a tablespoon of avocado oil. You can also use olive oil if you prefer. And I've also, to give it a more pungent citrus taste to it, I've added just a douse of lemon lime juice, natural lemon lime juice, and all of this is natural seasonings that are going into your body. This is going to be wonderful. We're going to add this and brush our taco shells with this concoction. I'm going to put it in the oven at a 300-degree temperature now and let it just warm up, covered. This is going to be a very quick to do, and it's going to turn out fabulous. You're going to end up with 6 to 7 mini tacos, and it's just going to taste scrumptious. All that lemon dill seasoning from our spice butter collection coming soon to you. And I'm just adding some other goodies to it. We're going to have a crunch of a salad added. Just crunched, actually mini sliced, micro slice actually, the lettuce from a bag lettuce that you can buy, and that's organic. I'm also going to add, we're going to top it off with some dill relish, and sweet dill relish, all organic. And we got some other goodies too. So let's get started. Okay, I've gone ahead and preheated a large skillet with a tablespoon of avocado oil. You can also use olive oil, and we're going to saute a bit here. Just 2 large sliced shallots, and they're very large bulbs of shallots. I love to add shallots because they give a bit more flavor than your regular onion. I'm also adding about a quarter of a cup of lemon lime juice to finish off with the caramelization of these shallots. So I'm going to punch that heat up a little bit to medium high, and I'm going to go ahead and add a half a pound of wild caught shrimp. I've been letting these shrimp sit in just pulling out more of the moisture and a little bit of salt. About a quarter of a teaspoon, not much. I've swished them around in it, and so that they could pull out the salt, because we want the flavors from the au jus in the pan here to soak up more in the shrimp. So I'm going to go ahead and add these, and 2 minutes aside. That's my rule of thumb always for shrimp. You never want your shrimp rubbery. You want it to be able to cook just perfectly so that you can get all the flavors. Okay, I flipped the shrimp, and I'm going to add the rest of that lemon lime so that it could definitely soak up in, because we want an extra pungent citrus boom in this in the tacos with every bite, and that's going to pair very well when I add the seasoning of citrus dill from the spice butter. Now I've left this room temperature, and it's like a paste now, become to room temperature. And I'm just going to add in the last minute cooking of the shrimp and kind of move it around. Oh my, lots of smells of lemon and orange sweetness. I'm going to reduce the heat a little bit. There's a nice blend of the seasonings I've added. Now that was 3 servings of the spice butter citrus dill. I'm going to go ahead and remove it into a bowl. Okay, remember the concoction that we put in the oven? That was 2 servings of spice butter citrus dill, a tablespoon of avocado oil, and a dash of additional lemon lime juice so that we can have that pungency of citrusy going on with more moisture in it for as we brush the shells. We're going to now brush the shells with this. Oh, it's going to be so citrusy for the shrimp and the other ingredients. See, I'm just going ahead and we're going to brush both sides of it. Here are our shells. I've dusted them both sides with the citrus dill, and I've added a little bit more oil to that. So we're going to go ahead and toast these up a little bit on top of the stove very quickly. Since they have the oil base on them, they'll go nicely and soaking into our shells. So I have the heat on basically medium high. I'm going to turn that up to relatively high and just toast them very quickly on both sides. Okay, we have our taco shells here, and they're nice and see how toasty they are, and all that toasting is done with our seasoning on it. Oh, it's going to be so yummy. So we're going to start with our lettuce, the chopped lettuce that we have. I'm going to go ahead and fill each one just a little bit, just layering the bottom of the shell. You don't want to have too much. This is just enough to add a crunch to our tacos. And I like to use flour shells. You can use corn, but you can't get the full effect with the corn when you add the seasoning to the shell. And then next we're going to go ahead and add just a little bit more of the lettuce. Just a nice little layer for the bottom of the full length of the taco shell. And now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to just mix up the shrimp and the shallots concoction here. It smells so lemony. But this has lemons, oranges in it, as well as lime and other citrus flavors. So I'm going to go ahead, just scoop up the entire, au jus flavors that has the seasonings of the shallots in them. I think about 2 shrimp per shell, because these are mini shells that I'm using. You can use large ones, small ones, but I'm going to start out with a couple of shrimp in each because these are large, very large shrimp. It's like a 2 to 3 biter each. Now, as we finish stuffing the shrimp and other goodies into the shells, I have a quattro formaggi cheese, And this is 4 cheeses together, mixed together. You can select your own cheese, but this has a more flavorful punch with the collection of the Fontina, Parmesan, Asiago, and Romano. Then next we're going to add some sour cream. Just gonna stir that up a little bit. And just give a good dollop of sour cream on top of each. And then voila, our last ingredient. And that's the sweet dill. Actually, this is sweet dill relish. Look at our creation. Oh my gosh. The party citrus dill tacos. They're shrimp tacos. So good. Let's pay homage. You gonna get yours. Oh, here we go. Oh gosh, look at that citrus dill shrimp taco, topped off with that relish. Here you go. Did you like that? I'm gonna try one with a bit more relish on it for me. Citrus dill throughout. You taste it in the shell. Throughout the meal, it gives you a power punch. Make some of these for your next holiday party. Invite a couple of friends over. A couple of libations. You got a party. So delish. I gotta really munch down on this. This is really good. Especially with the Coke. Here's my Coke. Cheers to you.